Friday night, and I'm accused of doom scrolling, and I ran across the most insane, craziest concept I think I've ever heard of putting that pharmaceuticals inside of tomatoes and lettuce, heads of lettuce. And I'm like, are they crazy? What? That is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Just sounds like a ruse for those industries to find ways to make more money. I mean, it's time for us to be growing our own food. And I've worked for a hydroponic commercial farm for the past from 2017 to 2021. And I learned about the future of farming. And I am still friends with the farm and I still believe in it. And I think that it's the future of growing food in a sustainable way. Hi, Limitless Lindy. Limitless Lindy. I just heard the craziest thing. I was scrolling on Facebook and I saw a video that the Tennessee government was talking about pumping pharmaceuticals inside of our vegetables, like tomatoes and heads of lettuce in the produce section. I'm like, what? That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Oh my God. So dumb. Oh my God. So last year, I met this company that sold garden towers because I worked for hydroponics, so I understand the importance of hydroponics and how you can grow vegetables from a tower using aeroponics and hydroponics in a garden tower on your patio. And that way you can control more about what you grow. And sometimes it can be cheaper than buying it at the grocery store. So, because I have all these podcasts, I signed up to be an affiliate, and I hardly ever talk about it because I just don't feel like people are ready for that level. Kind of like the early adopter people in the know are adopting it, and they are using hydroponics and aeroponics and learning how to grow their own vegetables from their patios. But it's definitely an early adopter and it's an innovative person who's doing it. Even when I worked for the hydroponic farm, we are way ahead of the farming industry using high tech farming to grow 10 times the lettuce that you can grow. Listen to this, these are the numbers. If you have 10 acres of land and you grow X amount of heads of lettuce, let's just to make it easy and comprehensible, let me just say if you could grow 1,000 heads of lettuce, okay, we know that's not true, but let's just say you have 10 acres of land and you could grow 1,000 heads of lettuce on 10 acres of land. You can take 1 acre, put a commercial greenhouse on it, the kind that we have at Moonflower Farms, and you can grow in 1 acre the 10,000 heads of lettuce in 1 acre that you would have to plow 10 acres of land to get the same 10,000 heads of lettuce. So think of these young farmers. Here's something else people don't realize. Right now, at least in America, most of the farmers are 57 years old and older. So in 10 to 20 years, all those American farmers are going to be retiring. A lot of their young children don't want to take up farming, but I believe that if they found a more efficient way, like a smart way to do farming, buying like a smart greenhouse, then you can produce 10 times the produce in one smart greenhouse that you might have on 10 acres. I hope I'm making sense. So if you're a young farmer and your parents are giving you the land to continue the farming business, you can maximize your output by getting like a couple of greenhouses. And if you used all 10 of your acres and you put greenhouses on all 10 of your acres, you could 10 times your production on the same acreage that you are producing. So I really, since I worked in hydroponics and I saw how hydroponics, gosh, I mean, the lettuces are huge, they're big, they're tasty, they're organic. You know, something else that people don't realize is that right around COVID, there was an article in the Consumer Reports magazine, and it talked about the most dangerous food product out there by Consumer Reports was leafy greens. Can you believe it? Over shellfish, over oysters, over fish, over poultry, over chicken, over beef. They said leafy greens killed more people than any of the other food sources. Why? One is because when you're growing, the whole article, go find it. It's like, I think it's February 2020. Or I actually have a link. I'll go find the link. It's on my LinkedIn page. I have it posted as an awareness link, in that the way that you get around having safer heads of lettuce when you buy them is if you, this was their recommendation, their Consumer Reports, reputable source, their recommendation was to buy greenhouse grown hydroponic lettuce. Okay, here's why. Because when 90% of the lettuces were coming from California and Yuma, Arizona, and basically the animals are out there in the fields, they would even hire farm hands to hang out all night and shoot the animals that were coming onto the property. They talked about this in the article. I'm not making it up. Go read it for yourself. But also the reason that, so the animals can poop and pee all over the lettuce and then they don't get like cleaned. But also they're pumping water from the Colorado River, and they're getting like dirty Colorado River to irrigate the lettuces. And when you spray psh, 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 on top of the lettuce, the bacteria goes on the leaves, okay? But when you grow lettuce like we did in hydroponic gardens, then the roots of the lettuce just drink from the water underneath, and they go drink, 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 and then the water drains out, and then the water comes back. It's called flood and drain system, and the roots go drink, 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 and the water goes out, and the water comes back in, and they drink, drink, drink. So it's like an all day thing. You never top water a head of lettuce when you're doing hydroponics because the water is underneath. The kind of hydroponics that we were doing was called nutrient film technique, NFT, and it was also called flood and drain, where they would flood in the water, the lettuces would drink in the trough, bottom root drinking, and then it would flood out, it would drain out. So anyway, I can't believe the article, the video I just read about that they're pumping pharmaceuticals inside of vegetables. And it's like they need to have disclaimers on this food so we can choose if we want to be eating lettuces that have been pumped with oh my God, like that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. And so a year ago, I got affiliated with the Tower Garden because I knew y'all, there's going to be a water shortage. They're talking about in 2030. And when there's a water shortage, there is going to be a subsequent food shortage. So and by the way, look at the population that's coming in to America. There's definitely going to be a food shortage. We are not prepared for the influx, if you know what I mean. So a year ago, I got affiliated with this tower garden where it's what you can grow vegetables, you can grow microgreens, you can grow herbs, you can grow lettuce heads. People have even grown melons on these tower gardens. It's crazy. You can just go Google all kinds of pictures of people growing stuff using their tower garden. And because I have podcasts about wellness and health things, I knew that this is the future. Having your ability to grow your own food is going to be a critical piece of our future. So I got an affiliate link and I'm sharing the word. I haven't talked about it much, but when I just saw that article, I'm like, I'm going live because I am mad. I'm mad that this is happening in my freaking lifetime. Oh my God. What the heck? Oh my God, y'all. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about getting pharmaceuticals pumped into your tomatoes, to your lettuces? Now, that's not even a voluntary ability to know that. I mean, how do we know that the restaurants are not using these pumped up lettuces and these pumped up tomatoes? Now we don't even know what we're putting in our foods, in our bodies. This is, I mean, it's getting crazy. I don't know what what do y'all think about this? Am I going, actually, I'm not going, this is dumb. This is completely dumb. So Lindy, Lindy is my friend in Australia. She's in our Avanti community, and we just did a podcast with her 2 days ago. So you can go to the Avanti Wellness podcast and see how Lindy lost 500 pounds on carnivore, guys. Can y'all believe that? Go see her story. Now she's rebounding with us, and we're having fun getting to know her in our community. Yes, all the pesticides we are ingesting too. If I had a farm, I would eat my own homegrown food seasonally. I know. So having a hydroponic tower is a good solution for people who live in the city. It's an urban solution when you don't have a farm. So definitely consider it. The link's in my description. So y'all go check it out. Um, you can grow indoors too. You have to have the LED light system, but you can grow indoors if you're in a cold climate. So anyway, oh my God, what the heck? Oh God, that's so disappointing. I can't believe I just saw that. That was like some Tennessee people talking. Oh my God. What is this world coming to, y'all? Jeez. Now I'm gonna have to go to sleep like this, thinking about this. So stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here because I'm complaining. All right. I don't like to complain, but that really made me mad. All right. Bye, guys.